As we continue through the summer into the end of August, you're bound to be wondering if you'll be basking by the pool or battening down the hatches against stormy weather. That's why we've compiled everything you need to know about the upcoming season in the lower 48 states. Comparing current weather trends to weather in previous summers has given us a reasonable idea of what we're facing. It's important to note that something appearing higher or lower on the forecast means that trends have shown more or fewer summers that are outside climatological averages of the last 30 years. Darker red doesn't mean higher heat, it means higher probability of the temperature being above average. Almost half of the data came from decadal temperature and precipitation trends. The most recent climate trends show that much of the west, south, and east have seen above-average temperatures in the last 10 summers. The climate trends are a positive indicator that this will continue into this summer and favor above-normal temperatures in the same areas. The trends of the past 10 summers show that the Midwest to the east have seen wetter than average summers, while the Rockies, Texas, and the Northwest have seen drier than average summers. That said, drought coverage across the U.S. is at its lowest point since 2000. ENSO is short for El Niño Southern Oscillation. This periodic cyclical warming or cooling of the equatorial Pacific Ocean is referred to as La Niña when in the cold phase, or known as El Niño when in the warm phase. Above-average sea surface temperatures show that we've been in a weak El Niño since early this year. 7 analog years between 1953 and 2002 were identified, which represent the best conditions for the weak El Niño that we're expecting this summer. A full half of the forecast is based on the outcome of these analog ENSO years. They show a trend toward the central and southern plains being a hotspot of above-average temperatures, beginning in June and extending through July and August. These areas saw below-average rainfall during this period. The analog years show a trend toward below-average temperatures across the northern tier and parts of the west at the beginning of the summer, along with above-average precipitation in Florida, the northern Rockies, and the upper Midwest. But the cool anomalies dissipate fairly quickly over July and August as the warmth expands across the U.S. So, what does that mean for your summer? In general, the summer will probably start a little cooler in the north and a little warmer in the south. As summer progresses, warmer weather is expected to expand across the U.S. southern tier, and the cool weather across the northern tier will diminish. If you live in the southern plains, you're looking at a moderate chance for weather that's warmer and drier than average. These factors could increase wildfire potential during the second half of the summer in the southern plains and the southwest. If you live in the northern plains to the Great Lakes, there's a weak to moderate chance of colder than average temperatures for the first half of summer, along with a weak chance of more rain than usual. People living in the southeast to the mid-Atlantic have a weak signal for warmer weather come mid-summer, but they also have an increased chance of above-average rainfall. In the mid-Atlantic, it's a weak chance for above-average rainfall, but in Florida and other southeast coastal areas, it's a moderate chance for more rain than normal. A weak El Niño doesn't bring with it an increased chance of river flooding, so the flood-prone Florida can feel less worried, even though they'll probably see more rain than average. The upper Midwest and parts of the Mid-Atlantic, however, might want to worry about what a weak El Niño could bring with it. Areas of thunderstorms known as derechos that produce widespread damage and wind gusts over 57 miles per hour over an expansive area.